Turn out of the war in Ukraine. Maintaining the rule of law during a time of war presents a number of challenges. Russian President Vladimir Putin is right now charged with war crimes, but could he be prosecuted? Joining us this morning is the Chief Justice of the Ukrainian Supreme Court, Vsevolod Kniaziev, and it's our pleasure to welcome you to this desk this morning. First of all, thank you for being with us. Before we begin the discussion of the criminal justice system in Ukraine right now, how is your country doing?
Well, we are doing, I think, okay. We are fighting Russian soldiers very hard, and I'm sure we'll win soon. And I would like to thank the American people for their aid and for their support in this war. Really, the United States are our most trusted ally and partner in fighting the Russian Federation. So we are doing everything to win, and I'm sure we'll win soon.
Do you feel that the United States and the allies around the world are doing enough? We have heard that more is needed. Ukrainians say they're going to fight this fight themselves, but they need the weaponry, they need the ammunition, they need the tools to do the job.
President Zelensky says that we need 10 times more support to win Russian Federation. Like if every country who supports us will give 1% of their military budget to Ukraine, we will win this year. But what they are giving is not really enough.
Let's talk about the war crimes that Vladimir Putin is charged with. I imagine it has been difficult not only to fight this war, but also at the same time to prosecute these crimes. Is this the result of investigations by folks on the ground in Ukraine? And what have you been able to determine the extent of these Russian war crimes? What are they doing, and is there a purpose of why they are doing this?
Yes, you know that there are, by this time, 80,000 war crimes registered in Ukraine. 80,000 war crimes registered in Ukraine, according to Prosecutor General, and some of the cases have been already transferred to the court, and some persons were convicted, mostly by trial in absentia, when the soldier is not actually present in the courtroom. Some of them were captive, so they were in person in the courtroom. And normally after the court, after the trial, they are exchanged for the Ukrainian soldiers according to cartel. Still, the main thing, I think, is the bringing to responsibility, to accountability, Russian leadership, military leadership and political leadership, including Putin. And this is the problem, because by this time it seems that there is no international legal mechanism to bring Putin to accountability for the crime of aggression, for the crime of aggressive war. It is the mother of all crimes, of all war crimes, I think, but there is nobody who has the jurisdiction over this crime. No, the International Criminal Court and Ukrainian court cannot do it also.
Why is it important to prosecute this legally? Because some people might look at the situation in your country and say, you have got your hands full fighting this war. Why not fight the war? Why is it important to put a case together for a legal prosecution of this at the same time you're trying to repel these Russian forces?
If you're speaking about the crime of aggression, it's not the issue for Ukraine and Russia. It's the issue for the whole civilized world. If there is no mechanism to prosecute Putin for the crime of aggression, and it looks like there is no mechanism by this time, so any leader in any country can start an aggressive war at any time, and this leader will have no responsibility, no accountability for this crime. So this is, I think, it's not okay for the world order when a leader can start an aggressive war and he will have no punishment for this.
Would he ever go to trial for this? Is there a mechanism in any way that he would ever be arrested and have to stand trial for what he's been charged with?
I'm sure he will. The history
he will?
Yeah, I'm sure he will. The history shows that all the dictators, sooner or later, they come to responsibility and they are punished for their crimes. I'm absolutely sure that Putin, as a dictator, will be punished for what he has done.
How would that happen?
I'm sure that ICC, International Criminal Court, which has issued an arrest warrant some weeks ago. It's a lifetime arrest warrant to prosecute Putin. I think after our victory, we'll find the means to bring Putin to justice.
As you look at your country now, over a year since the Russian invasion, are you stronger in some ways than maybe you were before those tanks rolled across your border?
I'm absolutely sure we are stronger. You know, one philosopher said that a nation may become a nation only if it undergoes a war. And I now see that Ukraine is powerful, it's solidar as never. We became a real nation, and I am absolutely sure it's good for us. We will win in this war, and we will be a powerful and rich country.
Well, Chief Justice, we thank you so much for taking time out of your Sunday, and we appreciate you. Is there any last message you want to give the American people before we leave here?
Yes, I would like to thank everyone who is helping Ukraine in this war, and I would like to ask you to give more help to Ukraine, more support, more military help, more financing. Thank you so much, and we will win this dictator together.
Chief Justice, we'd invite you back at some point if you have the time in your schedule. We would love to have you back.
Thank you.